Death Stranding 2 came out recently, but unfortunately, it's a PS5 exclusive. I'm a PC kind of guy, and buying a PS5 just to play one game is ridiculous. So now I'm forced to wait till it comes out on PC. It's a hard wait because I really love the game. I loved Death Stranding 1. I actually loved it so much. I got all the achievements in the game. So now there's nothing left for me to do in that game. And seeing everyone enjoying Death Stranding 2, loving it, seeing all the great reviews it's getting, it's making me want to play more Death Stranding. Honestly, I just want to play more Death Stranding, but the problem is that I've finished everything I can do in that game. Which brings me to the topic of this video, which is replaying games. I'm not a big replay kind of guy. Whenever I finish something, I like it to be finished, whether it be books, movies, TV shows. I never rewatch much. There are few movies and TV shows I'll rewatch, but they're very rare that I go back and rewatch something. But in terms of games, I have pretty much never replayed something, I think. There might be a few exceptions, but I think in general, I don't think I've replayed any game. And even to replay a game, it has to be a really good game, right? To me, the way I see it is the game so good that I want to replay it? And I guess in terms of Death Stranding, yes, it is so good that I want to replay it. But it goes against my identity of not replaying anything. There are so many games in my backlog that I need to finish that I can't justify myself replaying Death Stranding again. That's why I want to play the sequel, but I don't have a PS5. I think music is probably something that everybody replays a lot, right? You have your favorite songs and you play it like 1,000 times. TV shows, if you have some comfort show or some show you really like, you might replay a couple of episodes of it, or you just keep it playing in the background or something. Movies also get replays. If you have a favorite movie, you might replay it quite a bit. There are a couple of movies that I like watching a lot, but I do try to get someone else to watch it with me. Otherwise, I won't just sit down and rewatch it. I need someone else to watch it with me. But in terms of games, it's just a lot of time commitment because games are very long. Unless it's a small indie game, most AAA games are at least 10 hours. On average, they're like 20 to 30 hours. An RPG can go up to like 60. And if it's something like Elden Ring, it could go up to 100, 120 hours. So it's very hard to go back and replay a whole game, all 100 hours of it. I mean, sure, you can skip a lot of side stuff. You know what parts you can skip. So it's much shorter, but it's still a lot. And the game mechanics don't change. The game still remains the same from when you picked it up the first time. You're still attacking, you're still blocking, you're still fighting. Those parts don't change much. But if the core gameplay loop is really good, I guess it doesn't matter. I know people replay games, it's just I don't. So I'm trying to understand why people do it. I guess arcade games are much more easier to just pick up and play. That's the whole point of it, is that it's meant to be just quick fun. So I get arcade games, right? Fighting games as well. And I'm not including multiplayer games. There are people who will sink thousands of hours in a multiplayer game. But that's different because since you're playing against other humans, it's different every time. Every match is different. So it's never the same. In case of single player games, which is what I mostly play, it's the game mechanic have to be that good and not get boring to carry you through a second playthrough, especially since you also already know the story. So if it's a very story focused game, is there any value to replaying it? I guess you might want to go back and experience some of the bigger moments, see how stuff is set up for the payoffs, things like that. But you could just watch a YouTube video for that. I don't think you need to play a whole game just for the story beats or cutscenes or something. Changing difficulty to a harder one might encourage you. Like if you played the game on normal the first time, you can play it on hard and get more out of it. Since you already know how to play the game, it provides an extra layer of challenge to fight against harder enemies or use mechanics that you didn't use in your first playthrough. So that might be helpful. There's also New Game Plus, but New Game Plus isn't technically replaying for me because you're carrying through all your equipment to the second playthrough. It's more like time travel than it is a second playthrough, right? Because the starting parts of the game, which are usually the slow parts where it ramps up to you getting everything, that part of the game is skipped because you just have everything from your previous playthrough. So I don't know if I consider that a replay. To me, a replay is like you finish a game and after at least a year you come back. Then it's a replay. Otherwise, you're just playing, I guess. Do you guys ever just replay a game immediately after you beat it? Other than, new game plus or changing the difficulty and playing it. Or like maybe for achievements as well. Achievements is a good motivator. I think that's the only reason I've replayed games so far, is just to get the achievements. Whether it be because I didn't get any of the achievements the first time around, or like I missed a couple of achievements and I have to go back and replay the game for it. There are some new game plus achievements as well. Finishing the game on new game plus might have an achievement, and that might be a reason to replay the game. The other one would be nostalgia. Final Fantasy VII comes to mind. People go crazy over that game. I know people who've played it so many times. I've never played it, so I don't know what the hype is about, especially because it's a RPG, it's a JRPG, so it's a long ass game and people still love it so much they're willing to replay the entire thing every couple of years. So maybe once I get to it, I'll understand why it holds a special place in their hearts. But nostalgia is a huge thing, like especially with Nintendo games. People who grew up with Nintendo games really love those games and they replay it a lot. And there's also speedrunners who play these games, but yeah, they're trying to achieve a goal, and that goal is to play as less of the game as possible, which in turn they play a lot more of the game to achieve it as fast as possible. It's kind of ironic, but I guess that could also count as replaying the game. But I'm not a speedrunner. Unless I'm trying to compete, I don't think I would ever try to speedrun a game. To me, that just pulls the joy out of the whole game, to try to go as fast as possible. But that's another reason to replay a game, is to just beat it as fast as possible. And I guess the other reason I would replay a game would be to gather footage for a YouTube video. I try to avoid doing that actually. That's why all these footage are from YouTube or of the game I'm just playing right now. I don't really go back and replay a game just to get some footage. Maybe I should do that. But I mean, honestly, it's better if I just record my whole playthrough instead of going back and installing a game just to get a particular sequence or footage from it. Yeah, I've been searching for an excuse to go back to Death Stranding 1 and replay the game, but I just can't convince myself. There's so many games that I have to finish. I don't have to finish, but I do want to. Like, there's a lot of games that I want to get to, especially games that are sequels like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Why do you replay games? What motivates you to play a game that you've already played before, especially a game you've already beaten before? Is it just nostalgia? Like just trying to remember when you were a kid and when you played that game and you really liked it, so you want to go back and do it? Or is it because you forgot what the game was like? Or do you just really love the game loop and just want to experience it more regardless of what the rest of the game is like? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching.